Oh, you are funny.
Yeah, left me and turned out.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. My Wish, My Command. I'm ES, and this is our brilliant, most lovely, most amazing teeny owner of Eddie Ray's Fish Basket. You know, the one that I've been coming to, losing my mind, getting all these chicks. It's her fault, bringing all that goodness over here to Ghana. Thank you so much for sitting down with me. It was such a delight to meet her. So I asked her if it would be okay if we could speak with her just to ask her about what her journey here in Ghana has been like. So let's just get into it. Teeny, thank you so much. What brought you here to Ghana? What brought you here?
What brought me to Ghana? It's not even just what brought me to Ghana. It's what brought me here to Africa. Africa's been calling for me since I was a little girl.
Okay.
Real talk.
Really?
Real talk. Since I was about 9, 10 years old. As you know, being a Cali girl, right? We don't get exposed to Africa like we should, right?
Yeah.
We don't truly get exposed to who we truly are in that sense. So, me being who I am, right? I start doing my own research on Africa, and I start educating myself. And when I used to look up videos of Africa, not actually listening to what they show us on television, but actually going on the internet and looking at the people and seeing how dark the people were, I knew, like, okay, yeah, I must be from Africa, because everybody used to ask me that as a little girl because of my darker skin.
Okay.
And so that's what drove me to really be like, okay, Africa, I never even heard of Africa. Like, let me do my own research. And so that's what I started doing. And I started that at roughly about 19 years old. And I'm here now.
When did you first decide to come to Ghana?
Well, Ghana was my second country.
Okay, where did you go first?
Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau, yes, that's where my lineage lies. It's in the western part of Africa.
Did you just say that's where my lineage lies? Well, there you have it.
But I had to, get to that point to just be able to find that out.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
This was forward movement in my life, as I was going through my teenage years and then on to my adult years, right? And I started awakening myself and just, like I said, just doing more research. But needless to say, my lineage lies in Guinea-Bissau. And that was my first country. They speak Portuguese, so they didn't speak that much English.
Okay.
So I have 2 children. So I was like, my kids, they will really suffer here, going to school. And so...
In Guinea-Bissau or
Guinea-Bissau.
Okay.
Yeah, in Guinea-Bissau. Mind you, though, my whole notion of coming here was to eventually relocate here.
Okay.
That's always been my goal. And so when I was, able to visit Guinea-Bissau, I was like, wow, okay, I need to go to another country that speaks English. So I started doing my research on Ghana.
Okay.
And that's how I got to Ghana, because I was like, they speak English, so let me see what,
Yeah. So how long have you been here, like, living permanently? Like, just... Mm-hmm. Yeah, how long has it been?
Roughly, I'll say 1.5 going on 2 years, so about 1 year and 7 months.
So how has it been for you? How has it been for you in this 1.5 years? Are you ready to go home, back to America? Oh, sorry, did I say something wrong?
I'm home, girl.
Really? Are you home?
I'm home. I am home. I listen, America is where I was born. It doesn't define who I am.
So why do you say that? What is it about? Is it about Ghana, or what is it about Capecoast that makes you feel at home?
The people. The people. I feel very safe here. I feel the love. The most valuable thing here in Ghana is the people. We can talk about the system all day, right? That we're all up against, but at the end of the day, it's the people that makes this place. Whether you're diasporan, whether you're Ghanaian, I think the love is here, and it's very peaceful here too.
You notice how, like, in America, we always get this bad news about people shooting up schools or shooting each other, killing each other, everybody mad at each other. But here, you don't have that.
No.
You don't have that.
No. gonna say my children was here with me, and they were here up until maybe about a month ago.
Did they like it?
They did. My son loved it. My daughter didn't like it so well because, just like you said, people go to school and they would say, "Oh, do kids shoot up the schools in America?"
Really? Yeah. They was asked the teachers?
Yes.
What?
It's like, "Oh, you didn't bring a gun in your backpack, like make it fun, Whoa. My daughter come home and she would tell them like, "Wow, what are they seeing? Like, what?" So they dealt with a lot of that, the negativity that comes from America.
Okay. So you think that the schooling, they'll do better back in the West?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're enjoying their time there. And they have the best of both worlds. Come here, you are going to experience new things because it's different.
Yeah.
The way of life is different.
Yeah.
But for the most part, my experience have been wonderful. I'm married to a Ghanaian, so it made my transition even smoother.
Okay.
But even then, we come in as diasporans and we want what we want.
Absolutely.
Right? But I think once you're able to understand the way of life here, you'll be fine. Time, right? So, of course, coming from America, we're on like a time management spectrum, right? Like,
yes.
We're like this, right? Here, it's not like that at all. But I learned to embrace it because I'm that type of person. Like, one of my employees was late this morning, and I was on his head like, "What are you doing? Like, you're right down the street." You get what I'm saying? But to me,
how late was he?
About 15 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's America right there. Yeah, because it's I understand. I understand. Yeah,
you're right, but also I had to kind of break it down.
Yeah,
and I had to teach a little bit. Right, so I think if you kind of convert that energy into something positive, you're going to maneuver through this thing so easy.
Yeah,
because we can't expect them to just hold.
Yeah, but I don't know how it has been for you. But what about the road conditions? Did you have anything that was shocking to you?
I would be rolling. The roads ain't no joke here, y'all. So
in some places.
90% of the places, okay. But no, it is a challenge, right? Especially when I owned a taxi business, it was crazy. It was like,
oh, did you come here to own a taxi business here?
I came here to own whatever I can own.
Okay.
But no, it's the roads is where I really seen like, okay, the roads was hitting my pockets.
Okay.
Because the roads wasn't hitting my pockets was just my own car.
Okay.
But I have multiple. That's why I brought up the business, because it's like if you do have a business here, tires every other day.
Okay.
380 CDs every 2 to 3 days.
Wow, because of the road.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, the tires on you've seen the little cars, right?
Yeah,
they got the little wheel, and it's just too much. So yeah, the roads.
Yeah,
tear you down.
Right a moment ago, I got hustled, but he didn't want to admit that he was hustling me. I know this is just kind of tangent, but I was just at the little Jamaica spot, and he could have swore up and down he wasn't hustling me, and I said, "Listen, I've been here for 6 years.
Right.
I know you're trying to hustle me." And I said, "Reduce.
Right.
Bring it down." This and that. He was offended, and I said, he was offended that I understood something about what he was doing. That's it.
Absolutely.
Because he thought I was just a foreigner roaming up and down, wearing the little, the foreigner clothes. You know what I mean? And so he was mad at me. He was mad at me, and I'm just like, I'm not paying that.
Absolutely.
Because Vim man taught me not to. He taught me how to do the haggling properly, and they get mad at me now because they're just like, oh man, how's she gonna speak this language, this proper. With so-called proper English, and then hustle me back, like I don't mean to. It's just that I learned the rules. Anyways, tell me about you.
You're so right. You're so right. But that's the thing. They want to learn from us, but we can't learn from them.
Okay. There you go.
We need to share this thing here. So when we pull it out,
they're not ready for
language, and we telling you it's not right. And be fair. It's definitely a difference culturally. In the community, yes. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. But individually, I think that's where you have the opportunity to see where we can build each other. Right?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. Like, seeing what I can take from this person. What can I learn from this person? And what could they learn from me?
Now, do you think it's true that some of this is generally speaking? Don't get your panties in the bunch, fellas. Do you think that that sometimes it's just a general. Do you think that some people have more of an I versus we? Because they talk about community a lot here and being village, right? But in principle, you'll see a lot of I behavior.
She's very right. She's very right. It's very true. And I'm just going to elaborate that on that a little bit more and what we're talking about. Okay, you're on the outside looking in if you don't live here. I'm just going to tell you. You know, but if you live here, you will see that it's short-term gratification.
What do you mean?
You know, for a person. So whether you with the man or whether you with the woman, it's short-term gratification if they meet a foreigner. What can I get from this person?
Wow.
What can I get? Not valuing you, right? Not valuing you, the type of person you are, what you're bringing to the table, right? And it doesn't even have to be financial, right? It's just being able to educate you on certain things because of your life experience. They don't know how to grab a hold of that and utilize that. Okay. You understand? So I kind of touched. I seen one of your videos where you were talking about, you know, how the Ghanaian didn't know how to utilize the American woman, right? And what I'm speaking of is just what you're talking about. Okay. They don't know how to utilize us in that way, right? Of like truly building
and valuing it.
Yes. It's not just what I can get from her now, right? Or she did something I didn't like right now, so now I'm gonna go back to how I am because I don't really know her anyway. She's from a different part of the world, right?
Okay, yeah.
So that's how I see it. Okay. You know, it's just a lot of short-term gratification, not really valuing our presence, not really valuing what we're trying to bring to the table here. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's deep. So do you foresee that maybe with time, you know, they'll begin to understand, with time? I guess, I don't know.
You know what? Absolutely. I do think with time, you know, but it's like, we're here now. So let's really try to have that talk now, right? And figure out how we can continue to be in each other's lives, not just for a short term, right? But for long term.
Yeah.
We say we're family, but then turn around and you don't even see a person anymore after you gave them money or after you help them do something or you help them with an apartment. That's the last time you probably see them. Because they got what they wanted out of you.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely valuing each other.
Now, there's something that has been perplexing to me. Rumor has it that a lot of the Capecoastians, I don't know if that's how we call it, men, they think that American women are easy and that all of them are just easy. And so they behave in this manner. Okay, so maybe we should leave it alone. I don't know. Yeah, what I mean by this is that they'll just, like someone just came at me one night, which was shocking. They were just driving me. Someone had said, take her home. So they got really comfortable when we were alone. Yeah, and was telling me that I needed a good F. And he could tell, right? Whoa. And I was just like, this dude, whoa. And so I was just listening, but I was shocked. And just kept going on and on. And it was during the festival time, and I was like, okay, he probably drinking, so I just gave him a pass. But I let the person know, like, look, you got to tell this person that everybody's just not, rolling like that. Like, I'm here to, like, I see you having a good time. It's festival time, but damn. Yeah. And so the person explained to me that there are many women who come here just for that.
Yeah. I'm sure they do. But did he think you were a brony?
Yeah, probably. I mean, most likely. No, I don't know.
I say this.
Most likely.
No, I'll leave that alone.
Okay.
But yeah.
It gets a little interesting.
He was a brony.
Okay, what's a brony?
A white person.
Oh, well, that's normal. Yeah. I mean,
they really don't know
if they hear the accent,
that's why they
that.
I mean, I don't complexion.
Okay.
They thought my daughter was a white girl and she your complexion. I said, oh no. She said, I'm not white.
Well, see, in the North, it's highly conservative, so you never have that. The guys are straight up and down. They're not flirting with you. They're just very, very straight up and down. Yeah. So this was new for me, just people just letting you know, like,
straightforward.
Yeah, and I'm like, whoa.
They are. Yeah. They are straightforward. But I've never got. That's a whole nother
okay.
So yeah,
I got you. So anyway, so what about your interaction with women, Ghanaian women here in this area?
you know what? To be truthful, if I didn't just have a small spat with one just now, I would. Just no. They're good. Yeah. You know what I mean? I just think.
You think it's more so about culture at the end of the day? Okay.
It is. It's definitely about culture. You know, the beautiful women. First of all, I just want to say this. Ghana got some beautiful women. Okay, from head to toe. I'm gonna say y'all beautiful shapes and everything. You're beautiful, hands down. Okay.
Heck yeah.
But we're different. You know.
Yeah, culturally speaking.
We
absolutely.
Are.
Yeah.
And we just want to come together with the ladies, but I don't think they like this.
Oh, that's not the first time that I've heard this. Why do you say that?
Maybe because they don't know how to. For one, they have already
sales
an illusion in their head, like how, right?
What a sales pitch? I mean, I always feel like they want to sell something. Like I'll be thinking I'm getting a new BFF, and it just be like, no, brother, I'm gonna have these dresses, or something.
Being super nice to you,
bringing me shells and everything. Cutting corners, watching you, and then they're coming to sell you something. Yeah. That's why I was just like, what the?
You know, I've ran into some sweet ones and I ran into some sour ones. But mostly sour.
Whoa, why do you say this? Why do you say this?
Speak my truth.
To me, you seem very busy. So I'm like, how can you even notice? But you have to engage.
Because I have a husband. And he's Ghanaian, he got sisters, and he got, in-laws, and, so I'm able to... Yeah, so
see what's going on. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah,
I do.
I got you.
But we just different.
I understand. Mm-hmm. Do you see yourself here in Ghana within 10 years? Do you see yourself here?
Back and forth, absolutely. Ghana is like my foundation here in Africa.
Yeah.
I want to travel Africa some more, of course.
Other countries?
Other countries,
absolutely.
Yes. I mean, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here, seriously.
Okay.
Like, I want my money to be spent right here on the continent. Invest a little bit more. I want to franchise Eddie Ray's. You know, I want to take Eddie Ray's to another country. So I want to be between two countries. But yeah,
just branching out.
Yeah,
I love it.
Out.
Absolutely.
Branching out. I mean, the sky's the limit for me at this point, and I'm working my way through this thing.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing with the viewers. Oh, I want to ask one more question. How do you feel when you're waking up? Do you feel at ease, or do you feel stressed? Do you see the police stressing you? Like, we're from Cali, so that's a police state, and so it's a little different. And let me know, how do you feel about how you wake up now?
Sure. How I wake up with peace. I wake up feeling so joyful that I'm coming to Eddie Ray's.
Wow.
That I don't have to punch a clock. I can lick the clock and be like, okay, I'll be there at 12.
Yeah.
I don't want to be there at 12. I'll be there at 1.
Yeah.
It's the freedom, right, of just being able to wake up, make your own schedule, right?
Yes.
Do your own personal worshiping, like just live in heaven for real. Like, this is like heaven is what you make it.
Yeah.
And it's all in your mind. So for me, coming here, I've set myself free.
Wow. So that's amazing. Yeah. Amazing. Now, those checkpoints. Do you ever get annoyed by that, or you don't have to deal with it?
Just ask. I tell you, I do get annoyed. But I'd rather deal with that than
American police. Now, isn't that something?
I'd rather deal with my brothers because I get with my Coke and a smile, baby. That's all I
in America, they're like stalking you, but here they're just making sure you're not being kidnapped.
They're gonna make sure they know where you're going.
Yes. Where you going?
Okay. Make sure they tell you need a man with you.
Yeah, they're gonna let you know. Yes, and if you don't have a man,
that part.
You got what's that?
I said, oh, I'm still on the clock. I can't get in the car with you right now. I said,
they're very friendly. Yeah.
Very friendly. We love them. Listen, Ghana police,
they're very friendly.
Very friendly. Seriously, So, it's no pressure there.
Yeah.
I never feel in fear.
Exactly. I never feel
I don't feel in fear at all here in Ghana at all.
And it's good on the spirit, it's good on the heart to be in an environment where you feel at ease. And there's a lot of places that you can go in the world, but I've been many places, but I don't think that I've ever felt this at ease.
Seriously?
Anywhere. Yeah, I've been to all kind of places, but here it's something about the country that kind of keeps us grounded.
Yeah,
feeling at ease.
Most certainly. Listen, it's the soil. I would just advise everybody who's here in diasporans, however, you might see a lot of Ghanaians walking around with their shoes off. They're connected.
Yeah, that's how they are in Dangriga, Belize, though. They walk with their shoes off. Many places
and,
around the world, indigenous people.
You know, seriously, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I feel like I just need to take my shoes off.
Yeah, definitely.
And I used to get in trouble for taking my shoes off back in the States.
Wow.
For running outside. I never wanted shoes on my feet. My mom used to be like, girl, your feet is gonna be so big. You better. Oh my goodness, my mom used to.
Yeah, but it's very medicinal to do that.
Seriously.
I don't like concrete, but if it's grass, it's sand, things like that, it's cool. So I get it. Absolutely. Yeah, but they walk on the dirt and that gravel, that hard gravel. Yeah.
It's no joke.
Yeah. No joke. So this is Teeny, owner of Eddie Ray's Fish Basket. You must come here and get your fish basket. The food is absolutely delicious. They're killing everyone. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, I have to calm myself down. Look at this. This her. This her. This is all her. Look at this.
She blaming me. You went everywhere.
Yeah, I went everywhere. I did. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Bye.